welcome to a new episode of A Rockstar Take On. And yeah, we're back. We're back. So I canceled this series. I think it must have been about 2 months ago in May 2025. And I did that because I just really had to cull through all my series, all my blogs, all my channels, and I well, I could say I cut too deep because I already took one blog out as well and rebooted the series there. And now I'm also bringing this the series Rockstar Take back. And with that, this YouTube channel. Uh, yeah, so it's exciting and it is a comeback. So I was like, well, let's do a Rockstar Take on your comeback on your yeah, the word is comeback. So I'm changing up a couple of things. Like, I'm not doing exactly the same thing as I used to, and two things I want to change, or I want to like try out or play with, and that is to make shorter videos. I think the ideal length would be 10 minutes, and then 10 stands for 10 songs, because an album is usually 10 songs. So I think it would be really cool if these videos would end up being 10 minutes. I'm not gonna like edit until it fits into 10 minutes, but the idea is yeah, that I'm aiming for 10 minutes. And the other one is that I am not going to prepare the videos. I'm just going to treat them like, um, um, well, you could say like interview questions, or conversational topics. Like, okay, what is a perspective, an interesting perspective, or hopefully interesting perspective that I can offer on this topic. And the reason I do that, so the reason I have stopped preparing for this, is that I think I think with the AI videos that I'm using or watching, not using but watching, is that it is that the human who embodies knowledge is easier to follow, or a human who embodies knowledge is easier to follow than just a voice and text. And so I think, okay, well, if you kind of like go onto that spectrum where the embodiment of something matters, then really, ideally, you should aim to only speak of things that you've already embodied. And what does that mean? That means that you're not going to prepare it. That means that you're not going to think about it ahead of time, because it is already in you. And if it's not already in you, then you're not embodying it. So that's the idea, to not prepare, only use embodied knowledge, only use the knowledge that I have now here, and to make the video shorter. So that will be the new style Rockstar Take. So about the comeback, I have secretly been thinking about it a little bit, and there's a couple of things I want to offer about the whole concept of comeback. And the first is that you're not making a comeback, because you have always been doing your thing. It's just that for people around you, it may look like a comeback because they only see you if you're like in that area of life where you're visible. But your path is not necessarily always to be visible. Your path is your path, and there will be phases in your life when you are visible, and there will be phases in life that you are not visible, because you're, well, even if it's things that you didn't plan, or even it's like like a 3 year long bender, um let it just, it is, you're not coming back. You're the people see you again. So you're kind of like on a different track where people can see you, but you're not coming back because you were always on path. You were always on your path, whatever you want to. Uh, um, uh, uh, Even if you don't think it was like the ideal path, you were on your path. So you're not. So the concept of a comeback is very relative because it only says something about how other people see you, which is a very relative concept. So that's one thing I want to offer about the idea of a comeback. And the other idea is that if you wanna mark it, if you feel like, yeah, but this is like a new phase, or I desire for it to be a new phase, or I have this idea where I will be doing the same work or will be being in the same realm as I used to be. And if you want to do that, then I also think that it would be really cool if you could make it into a story of redemption. So redemption means that you're saved, or you have saved yourself, or you were saved by a higher power from the dark side or from a dark path. That's why it's not necessarily bad if you're going on a 3-year bender. Because that's good. That's a great redemption arc. So I learned the word redemption arc in 2016. No, 2000. Let me see. It was from the second Star Wars movie. So that's the or not the second, the second from the sequel trilogy. So that was December 2017. So in 2018, I started studying, like different viewpoints on The Last Jedi, this movie. And it was a new concept for me, but it was the redemption arc. So in this case, it was, will Kylo Ren from The Last Jedi have a redemption arc? So that's when I started toying with the idea, and I think the redemption arc, where you think about, okay, where was I the closest to the darkness in this time when I was not visible, or in this time when I was doing something else? Where was I led into temptation? Where did I reach for pleasure, money, like soul crushing contracts, where I would like sell my soul to the devil, but I would be financially comfortable for the rest of my life? Where did I came the closest, or even went over the edge into the darkness? And then your redemption arc, and with that, your comeback story is, and then I came back. So you don't have to call it a redemption story. Just know in your mind that's what you're telling. That's your arc. And it's not just because it's cool or because it increases your chances of success or people wanting to hear it. I say this to you because it's revitalizing for yourself to see, like, wow, I was that close to really losing myself, or maybe I really did lose myself, and I came back from that. So I think it's like the redemption arc is the most beautiful, most enticing, dramatic, inspirational uh, um, way to see your own comeback. Okay, so that was it for today. I see that I'm even under 10 minutes. Oh, I did not expect to have that problem. So, well, it's a first try. It's a first try. We have a 9-song album now. And the first album from Bon Jovi was 9 songs. So, we're in good company. Okay, that was it for this time. In 2 weeks, I'll be back with another episode of Rockstar Take On. See you there. Bye bye.